Hello and welcome back to episode 4 of my Skyblock series. I am Son of Alistair, and last episode we had set up this pretty decent sized mob farm behind us. I have been farming up a little bit off the camera here just to see if we were able to get any iron ingots to drop off of any of these zombies. I was unfortunately not able to get any yet, but one thing I was able to do was a zombie villager, which I actually have over here. So he was in there about maybe 20 minutes or so after I'd finished the farm, which is awesome. You know, usually those are pretty rare to find. So we was able to get him trapped up. Go ahead and close this back up here just in case. So I was able to get him trapped up as well as put some boots on him and give him a piece of string to hold. I'm not exactly sure if it's 100% true or not, but I've always heard in the past that if he's wearing something or if he's holding an item and you go too far away from render distance and normally like, you know, you would have stuff start to despawn, he should stay there for us. So hopefully, you know, when we're working in the nether and stuff like that, trying to get everything we need to be able to turn him into a regular villager, he does stay there. If not, we could probably try to get another one out of here at some point. It was kind of a pain. Yeah, I ended up having two of them that spawned. I got the first one out, which we got here, no problem. Then the second one that I was trying to get out, about at the same time that I went to go drop him through one of the trapdoors that we have set up, which was actually how I did it. I just lifted up one of the trapdoors and he fell through. I got rid of this block here and I was able to get him out and then put a block up before anything else spawned. It was kind of a little run around though, because they do hit kind of hard because I'm playing on hard difficulty, so I had to make sure that I was, you know, moving pretty quickly. And then I jumped all the way around this place of block and was able to get him trapped over here. So yeah, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to finish farming up some of these and see if we're able to get any of the iron ingots to drop for us. If not, we can smelt up the iron in the forge there. So I've already got a couple of nuggets that I've gotten from like a couple chest pieces and stuff like that that have dropped. So yeah, I'm going to see what I can do to get a couple more items, and then I think we're going to try to go over to the nether and get a farm set up for gold over there. And then once we get all the stuff needed, we'll turn that villager into a normal villager from a zombie villager, and yeah, that'll give us a whole lot of options as far as like different trades that we'll be able to do. We might even be able to get like a book of mending or something like that, which we'll be able to repair our tools with experience, and maybe like our items that we get for like armor and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get all of this stuff set up for you guys. I am going to go ahead and cut it right here. Then when I come back, we should be setting up a tiny farm for us, because I definitely want to stop eating this zombie meat just because it doesn't work for very long. I mean, it definitely fills up your hunger and gives you back some health, but as far as like the sustainability, it does definitely not. It doesn't last as long as like say potatoes or wheat or something like that that you can turn into bread. So I definitely want to get that set up. So I'll go ahead and cut it here. When I come back, we'll get that farm started. Then I think we might be working our way over to the nether today to start our gold farm. So yeah, just bear with me a few moments. It'll be instant for you, and I'll be right back. Oh, we just had a really nice score. So I had a witch spawn. Not only did he drop redstone, but he dropped us sugar, which is what we're going to need to make, I believe, the fermented spider eye. Yeah, the fermented spider eye for the splash potion to turn him into a normal zombie villager, or a regular villager from a zombie villager. So yeah, we're pretty much quarter of the way there. Alright, so we just had a bit of our first scare here. So I was kind of excited because we had a witch spawn and I got a piece of redstone and 2 pieces of sugar off of the first one. But yeah, when that happened and I was sitting there trying to look through my inventory, I guess I got too close here and triggered one of the explosions off of the creeper. Blew the entire side off here. I had to fix it. Still need to put a new trapdoor in that one spot here, but the rest of that's fine. I just wanted to get it so that way nothing else was falling through. I did have another villager that spawned, like a zombie villager that actually dropped, and I maybe could have gotten him, but it was a little bit too risky, and I didn't want to chance losing a bunch of our stuff and having to refix the whole entire mob farm. So yeah, I did what I could with that, and got it all patched back up. As you can see, everything's still going in there. But that leads me to my next thing. I definitely need to get this villager taken care of before something else happens and we no longer have him. So what I want to do now is I'm going to go ahead and put the stuff away, get all the materials needed to set up the gold farm, and then we're going to go ahead and get that started now. So I'll be right back with you guys, and we'll go ahead and head over to the nether. Okay, so I was actually building up a better little path for us to get over to the nether over there, so that way once we are over there farming often, I don't have to worry about falling off the edges or anything, because it was kind of janky the way that I had before. So yeah, while I was doing that, I did notice that there was an enderman that had spawned over here, and he had a piece of cactus in his hand, so I was kind of nervous that he had took the cactus from up there. But I did check it. It does seem like everything is still getting damaged as far as the spiders along the edges there. So that should be fine. But we did happen to get our first ender pearls. So we'll go ahead and put that stuff away. And I'll finish building this up, and then I'll show you guys what I've got over on the nether side so far, which isn't much but a path. But I'm trying to build my way over to the nether fortress so that way we can build the gold farm in that general direction. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have it attached to that area or if I'm gonna build it away from it yet. I'll kind of figure that out as I get to that point, but for right now I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what we've got in the nether, which isn't a whole lot. It's just like a pretty much a basic path that I've started. Also was waiting for a mob to despawn over here because there was a creeper that spawned while I was trying to build this, because there was one of these, I think it's this one up here. Yeah, these two. They were spawning because they were pretty much like a regular block. Oh, looks like these are technically source blocks as well. Let me fix this one. That'd be good enough for now. Put one up there. Alright, so on the nether side, I pretty much have just started with a pathway. I haven't actually went out any further yet. I did block that off just in case there was any piglins or the ones that take the gold to spawn, because I don't want them to attack unless I have something put on. But I'm not actually going to be using these pieces right now. I'm going to try to smelt those up. Actually, I could probably just put one on just in case. But yeah, pretty much what I'm doing over here is I'm trying to build my way over towards this general area, as well as this island that I see out in the distance. I think I'm gonna try to build the spot right here for just like a basic nether fortress farm to get like blaze rods and stuff like that. And then I'm not sure, but I might just like build in this area, then build like a separate farm for gold over there. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start trying to branch my way back over towards the fortress back here, and then I'll come back and let you guys know what I've decided once we get there. Okay guys, we are back in the nether. While I was farming up a little bit more cobble to try to extend this path out, I was able to get another zombie villager. So now we have 2 zombie villagers trapped over there. I also got the rest of that stuff cleaned up that we had overhead to get them where they needed to be. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and finish bridging my way over until we get over to the nether fortress over here, so we can start farming some blaze rods to make the weakness potions and the brewing stand that we're going to need for the zombie villager to be turned normal. So just give me a few moments. I'm gonna branch over there and get all that stuff set up for you guys, and then we'll come back and we'll try to figure out what else we have to do from there. So be right back in just a few moments. Okay guys, so we have bridged over to the fortress here. I was kind of hoping that there would be a blaze spawner in this area, because sometimes there is on these mods. It doesn't look like we actually have any near us, so what we're going to have to do is set up our own farm. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here and I'm going to gather up all of the materials that is here, so that we can take all this back to the overworld with us, because we're going to definitely need this nether wart later. And then I'm going to pick up all this soul sand, because we're also going to need that to place down the nether wart on. I'm debating on taking these right now. I think I might just leave these for the time being. That way there is a little bit of light in here and stuff while I'm setting everything up. I'll grab those later. So pretty much what I'm going to do is I will use this platform here as like a spawn area. I'm probably going to build it out maybe like 10 or 15 wide on like maybe 2 or 3 sides, so that way we have a decent platform to spawn on, as well as put us a little area to hit the mobs from. So now that I've got this pretty much kind of started in a branch off, I'm going to finish up putting down the pathways here, and I might put a railway, although I might just do that later. But I'm going to go ahead and get started on this farm here, so that way we can start getting everything that we need to get the villagers all set up. So bear with me just a few moments. It'll be pretty much instant for you, but I'll be right back and show you what we guys have, or what we have set up so far. So I came back to the Nether Fortress. What I'm decided to do is I'm going to get rid of pretty much this whole top layer here and make it to where this bottom area is going to be a spawn. I'm going to extend this out so that way we have a bigger platform for stuff to spawn on, and I might try to dig out a couple more bricks just so that way we have enough, because usually if you're wanting to get Nether Fortress mobs to spawn, it has to be Nether brick. Sometimes you can do it on cobble on some of the mods, but I'm not for sure if this one has it or not. So we're just going to go ahead and build a little platform made out of brick. Then once we've got it set up the way we want it, I'll extend the platform out to be able to bridge up, so that way we know exactly how to get in and out. And then once I get all this set up and everything, I'll come back and let you guys see what it looks like, and we'll go ahead and test it out and see if we have stuff spawning. Okay guys, so I ran into a couple problems with gas messing with me whenever I was trying to get this spawned, so I did have to make it a little janky just for temporary use. So pretty much we was able to get some blazes to spawn. As you can see, I have 2 blaze rods here. Unfortunately, where I have it so small, they won't spawn with me standing right next to it. So in order for me to get them to come out, I will need to be very careful, come out here a little ways, at least about like, I think it's like 16-20 blocks from it. I'll wait a few moments for them to spawn in a little bit. Of course I need to avoid him. Then I come back and we already have some stuff spawned. Ooh, we're gonna need some of those for the powder, or the, yeah, those. We'll go ahead and farm up a few more things here. Oops, didn't mean to hit him. Gonna farm up a few more things here and get all this stuff finished. Then once I am done, I will go ahead and come back and we will get started with trying to make the items needed to return the villagers back to normal. Although keep in mind, I did come all the way out here and went back to pick up a few materials and noticed that the zombie that we had spawned over at the other base is no longer there. So it did look like as soon as I got a certain distance, I did end up having it despawn for me anyways. So we'll go ahead and try to get another one of those, and I'll meet you guys back over into the overworld, and we'll see if we can get a brewing stand set up, at least for the future, once we do have one ready. Then I want to set up just a little farm, and then we'll go ahead and probably call that at this episode. Then tomorrow, whenever we start our new episode, we'll see if we can't try to fix this up some and make it a little bit more useful, as well as set up an actual gold farm for the pigments. But yeah, we'll go ahead and meet you over in the overworld and get started with that farm. Okay guys, we're back in the overworld. I do want to go ahead and get the brewing stand set up here. So in order to make one, you need 3 cobblestone and 1 blaze rod. So we'll go ahead and make that. I'm not exactly for sure where I want to put this up yet, so I'm going to go ahead and hold on to it for now. But I do know that in order to make the uh, potions and stuff like that, we are going to need a rod to power up the brewing stand, as well as we're going to need some blaze powder and stuff like that as well. So we will be needing to go back there and farm up more of that materials once we're at that point. But for right now, since we did lose the zombies here, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this extra stuff that I had put out just to trap them with. Then we'll go ahead and start figuring out exactly where I'm going to want to put the farm at. I'm thinking for right now it's just going to be a pretty simple farm, maybe enough to plant like 1 or 2 rows of either corn or potatoes, or not corn, carrots or potatoes, or I might even have like a little separate area just to grow up some wheat. But yeah, after we get all this taken care of, I'm going to go ahead and start moving over to that area and start building. Just want to make sure I get the right cobblestone because I wasn't sure if I had any of it attached or not. Did not want to get the wrong one. Alright, there we go. So all that stuff's gone. I'm thinking for the farm, I might build it to where it's like on the opposite side of this tree farm here. If we do that, I'll probably keep it gapped right here with 2 wide. So let me go ahead and make up some more cobblestone slabs, and I'll show you what I'm planning on doing. Okay, so I'll probably keep this one here since I have this out an extra length. I'll probably just have it go out an extra row here. Then I'm going to build the same way that we have this here to where there's 1 gap missing underneath. I'm just going to build a roadway going all the way down. So I'll start this here. Pretty much I'm going to get this to go all the way around just in a little area that I'm wanting to build the farm at. Then I will, which will have to go here, which I will put in regular blocks just to be able to put the actual farm itself on, but I want to put the blocks around it as slabs. So let me go ahead and get this started, and I'll be right back with you guys, and then we'll go ahead and get the farm set up there. Okay guys, so I've gotten a little area set up here. I'm going to do 3 rows of farm with water in between them. So pretty much what I'm going to be needing now is we're going to be needing more dirt here. So I took up 4 pieces of dirt just to get us started. But what we're going to do is, you can see that if you took 2 gravel and 2 dirt and put them together, you get 4 coarse dirt. So if you take this 4 coarse dirt and put it down on the ground, which I'm not going to put it there because we don't want to kill the grass, but if we put it down on the ground like this, so then we take a hoe and we right click over top of it, it will turn that to regular dirt. And then if we get those together, you can see we have 6 dirt now instead of just a 2 extra. So we're pretty much just going to keep rinse and repeating until we've got all the dirt that we need, which shouldn't be too much, but I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit extra just in case we need it for anything else. But yeah, again, just right click, turn them all to dirt. Then once we've got them all to dirt, go ahead and pick them all up. Then as you can see here, we got 12 dirt. Once again, I'll do it one more time. We turn those into coarse dirt. Now we've got 24, which doubled from the 12 that we just had. We'll go ahead and place all these down. Then turn all this to dirt, right click. And we're going to need to do this quite a bit once we need all the dirt for our passive farm. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew the process. That way, if you are playing along with me, you're able to do this as well. But yeah, I'll go ahead and take this dirt that we just made up here, and I'll take it over there and finish off the farm. And we'll go ahead and get some stuff planted, and then we'll see what that's looking like afterwards. So I'll be right back with you guys after I get all of this stuff set up, and it'll pretty much be instant for you guys, but be right back. Okay guys, so we pretty much got all of the farm set up the way that I want it. So I'm just going to start by growing carrots and potatoes and wheat for right now. Later on we'll kind of transition it to whichever one we're wanting the most of. But for right now I have potatoes, carrots, and wheat, which I'm going to go ahead and plant all of that right now. I want to say I have more potatoes around here. Let me just double check. Alright. So now, let's get some potatoes growing. And I do kind of want to have carrots in one, wheat in another, and then potatoes in the other. So I don't have enough to actually plant all of them right now, but one thing that we can do is get these going. Then I'll go over and grab some bone meal just so that way we can get those growing a little bit better. So let me go ahead and find some bones real quick. We'll go ahead and turn this into bone meal. Obviously we're not going to need all that bone meal, but I figured I'd make just a couple extra stacks just in case. Yeah, 2 stacks should be plenty. Then we'll come through here, we'll get those looking good, we'll harvest them up. That should be enough to get them going. Alright. Then the last thing here is potatoes. And you can also get rotten potatoes from these too. I'm not exactly for sure what you do with those. I've never actually used them for anything, so if you know, please leave a comment below what those are actually for, because I've never used them. Alright, so with that being done here, we've got the 2 things accomplished that we've wanted to, just a basic nether farm as well as a regular farm for us to get some food here. The next episode, I'm probably going to try to farm up some and set up like a new area for storage and like maybe like a little house or something like that for us to put some stuff inside of. But I am going to go ahead and end this one off here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, go ahead and comment number 4 for episode 4. And I will catch you guys on the next one.